It's time to rock this motherfucker with three the hard way. Take off Eddie P, three the hard ways. It's time to rock this motherfucker with three the hard ways. Take off Eddie P, three the hard ways. It's time to rock this motherfucker with three the hard ways. Take off Eddie P, three the hard ways.
And you've been waiting all day. That's right. You're now rocking with the best 3 PMD, formerly known as 3 the Hard Way. Tank Arb and Eddie P. And like we always do about this time, anything that comes out of my mouth or the quartermaster's mouth do not represent the views and opinions of one Mr. Eddie, that side of town.
That side.
For you sippers out there, Mr. 2020. After 8 o'clock, for all you night owls, for all you midnight love makers. Mr. Turn Off the Lights.
Night.
And God damn it, you know him and love him. The lady of the house is very own high value man in Victor's Secret sweatpants.
Victor.
Motherfucking. Let's fight this motherfucking evil. Shout out Kid Capri. Shout out Beat Down Brown. Shout out DJ Old Money. Shout out the other whatever. Shout out K Slave. Let's get it. What's cracking, fellas?
Oh, good. He said a shout out to other whoever else.
Shout out to the East Side Songbirds. Let's get it.
The East Side Songbird.
Very side.
Oh my God. There we go.
No.
There we go.
Very side. By that side will stand and always praise thy name.
Praise thy name. Praise thy name.
The honor, yeah.
Cut that shit out.
Do it. Shut up. Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Did anybody tell you to rewrite the song? I want that song on every student's hands. Like, damn, you can cuss the bitch out and then complimented her. Shit.
Put them on. Oh,
yes, sir.
Oh, top of the docket, fellas. Top of the docket.
Let's get it.
These motherfucking Pandora papers are back at it.
Ooh, yes, sir. You checking some of that off? Did you see that?
I didn't see this. I heard about Pandora Papers, but I didn't know. I didn't even hear enough about it to pique my interest. What's going on? They found ties back to Epstein and pedophiles and all that shit.
Oh yeah,
It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? It's the heavyweights. You know the term. Follow the money.
Right.
This is it. You know what I mean? They all. It's nothing new. But now we know who the major players are and where they hide their money. That's all.
Oh yeah, Swiss bank accounts and all that shit.
That. Not even bank accounts. We talking like property.
See,
you know what I mean? Shell companies. That buy property, all kind of stuff that they really didn't have no business doing. But because who's gonna read the fine print? And somebody started putting that shit out there, and it's like, hey man, yeah, y'all motherfuckers do need to get taxed because y'all got this game on lock, and y'all had it on lock for years. You know what I mean? It's time to break bread.
This thing has been out for years. Yeah, this came out like 10 years ago on WikiLeaks or some shit, if I'm remembering correctly. Okay. But since it's like all mixed in with fake names and multiple overseas accounts and shit, it's taken these cats years. These investigative reporters, it's taken them years to figure out where the fuck this money is, who it belongs to, blah blah blah. And every time something comes out, bam, it's a huge story. But nobody's giving a fuck.
See?
It's weird because
it's too deep. It's like it's kind of like too big to fail. You know what I mean? They're not going to investigate it. They just putting their business out there so people can kind of look at them sideways. And like you said, it's 10 years now. But I didn't know how big this team was.
Yeah.
What really impressed me is like a whole bunch of reporters coming together and pretty much being all literally on the same page and putting out all this information at the same time. It's crazy. It's kind of fascinating.
Let me just call it what it is, man. These are the people who calling the shots. These are the people who calling the shots, and motherfuckers, you know what they probably feel like? What we gonna do? How can we possibly get at them? Nobody's gonna prosecute them. Nobody's gonna arrest them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every one of these motherfuckers' names was probably in that burnt Epstein diary that had all the info on motherfuckers. It really doesn't shock me. It really doesn't
like
shock.
With the recession, when everything crashed down, Lehman Brothers went bankrupt, and nobody went to jail.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
Nobody. But you got folks still trying to bounce back from that.
And that's the thing, man. I forget which politician. It was somebody like, yo, if this was anybody else, they would be locked under the fucking jail. But to this day, when you talk recession, nobody knows who the players were. Nobody knows what was done. Like, they got these. What was that shit? They had an HBO movie about the whole crash. It was pretty good. But a lot of this shit is really speculation. A lot of this shit, some of the motherfuckers is made up characters in the movie, man. It's like nobody's gonna do nothing to them, but yet and still, they'll look at the little guy who might be stealing something out of necessity or committing crimes because he doesn't have another avenue.
Yeah, miss your child support payment. Yeah,
miss your child support payment. They taking your license. Have a defaulted credit card payment.
Yeah, miss that student loan payment.
Miss that student loan payment. But these motherfuckers be human trafficking. Look, I forget what I was watching, man. It might be Zeitgeist. They was talking about how huge chunks of income tax and shit be going missing, and don't nobody know where the fuck it went.
Mm-hmm.
These niggas' pockets. These niggas' pockets. I mean, it's you know what, man. When Kanye went on that whole fucking rant about, there's these certain people, these gatekeepers, them the motherfuckers he was talking about. We just thought he was goofy because it was Kanye. But look at, it doesn't shock me, man. It doesn't shock me.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers shouldn't even.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say these motherfuckers shouldn't even be called world leaders. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they should just be called world motherfuckers who take advantage of the little people. Because that's all that happens. You gotta shit on people to get that kind of money.
Yeah, like I said, you gotta keep your foot on, certain people's necks to maintain that type of clout.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, who's going to investigate him?
Yeah,
you could tell him. We had a dude who was just, president of these United States, pretty much. Had their audacity, like, man, I could go outside and kill somebody, and nothing to happen.
Yeah,
his words. His words, not mine. He's saying the stuff that they actually doing.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, dude, we know we could do all that shit. Just shut the hell up. You know what I mean?
Right.
We ain't got to talk about it.
Right.
I think the biggest thing about this is that these are most of these people are politicians where they're making normal money. Granted, it's supposed to be, it's civil service money.
Yeah.
Right. And then all of a sudden, they have millions and billions of dollars to send overseas to hide.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it should turn a couple of heads, but
it's not.
It didn't create the type of buzz, world-altering buzz that it should have. And these came out in 2013. It wasn't WikiLeaks; it was the International Journal. I don't know, investigative journalists. But we're looking at 8 years and nothing.
But you said most of these guys are politicians, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just think what they got around protecting them. They got elite. They got armies. They got services and protected. Same fools advantage of them. Right? They take advantage of the protecting them. And you think one of them, the light bulb will go off. But no, my is afraid.
Yeah.
Look at how much Nancy Pelosi got. Look at who her people is. Look who her brother is. Look at the ties that the family go back to. Look, what's the other one? What was the divorce? Look at who her brother is. Look at the ties. You see what I'm? So it's people probably what we really do. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up because a certain way to do thing, but then that we fucking dog and shit. I mean.
Yeah, man, we get the scraps, kid. We get the scraps. We
There you go.
fight for the scraps,
What's amazing is like no matter how corrupt some of these politicians are, you're gonna have fuckboys. Like the people that supported Trump, no matter what he did.
Right.
The same thing with Obama and every other politician. I'm not
right.
They all suck. But you will get people that these can do no wrong. And when you have, it was so polarized over the last 10 years. I mean, you have people in this country that will allow politicians to do whatever the fuck they want just because they're on that team.
Yeah.
And they're good with it.
Yeah, they're trying. And that's just what it is. And no matter what, they go against their own interests.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got Hispanics, supporting Trump, and he's the main one want to build a wall. And it's like, how is that registering with you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you made and you got somewhat established, you want to shut the door on the others.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got the audacity to tell folks to, go back to your country.
But ain't none of them shit.
It's crazy, man. I don't understand how you go against your own interests.
Right, Mr. Coppola. But think about it. The average black motherfucker who vote Democrat thing just sat up here and watched a motherfucker soon as in. They had a recording of him talking shit to like 20, 30 black bastards. Oh, wait a goddamn minute. You're going to have to live with them. You're going to have to get used to, and I'm not going to sit here like, wait a fucking minute, bro. When you want that vote, you walk up into that church. Now, look, he want to let he Afghans over. He want to let the Hispanics over. But he sent the gang nations back quick, motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We all are guilty of voting against our own. No matter what, we follow. We pretty much go with the flow. But after this last one, man, everybody was scared. You know what I mean? It was like, dude, we got to do something. I don't give a damn what it is, but we cannot go back to this. Because if we'd have did another 4 years, the way that the pandemic was, was churning, you know what I mean? The alternative would have been, we all fucked up. You know what I mean? We all would have been done in, no matter what type of social status you think you have or whatever. But with Orange Julius at the realm, we wouldn't be here.
So let me ask you this question. I'm asking both of you. And by no way am I saying, because I'm not a Trumper, okay? I didn't see what everybody was saying, but I damn sure wasn't voting for him, and I didn't vote Joey. Yep. So as far as Dementia Joe, do you think that he's anywhere near as bad as what people feel about Trump? And I'm saying this because, again, this motherfucker's pushing the whole mandate. Then we saw the conflict. Then we saw the whole shit that just came out where all these generals was like, yo, we told this motherfucker to leave 2,500 people on the ground. They didn't tell me that.
Right. He's a career politician, baby. He's a career politician. That's all.
So what I'm saying is, do you think that, I mean, we talking about motherfuckers taking rights.
Right.
Because one thing you said was, shit has become tribal. Never in my life, and I'll be 41 next month. Never in my life have I heard motherfuckers go back and forth more than I have about, oh, the left says this and the right says that.
Right.
I'm like, God damn, is that all, motherfucker? Anytime somebody makes a critique about something, it's like, oh, the left is, oh, the right is. Like, nah, nigga, what about excuse me. Sorry about that. What about common sense? What about what's right and what's wrong? And
That's
so
it.
I just wanted
That's
to know
it
you,
right there.
yeah. And I just wanted to know you guys' opinion. Like, is he just as bad for this whole mandate shit? Because you know it leads to other things.
And
What you guys think?
I don't think he's as bad. Like, again, he's a career politician. There will never be a great president in my eyes. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
They're politicians. That's all it is to me. And yeah, I like. Come on, man. We had a dude who was talking about the sun gonna kill it. I can't. How deep do you? I can't go no deeper than that. If this is your jump off, how do I have a serious conversation with you if you talking about just go outside for a little bit and you gonna be straight? So now pose your question again about is he as bad as the last dude? I could talk with old Joe. You know what I'm saying? I could get past a whole bunch of other stuff if he ain't talking about go outside, to get cured. I'm good.
Just shoot this cleaner
That's all,
in your
man.
arm. Just shoot this Windex or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah, whatever. We don't have to go too deep into all the antidotes. You see a motherfucker like this. You know what I mean? It's just I can't go any deeper once you say something like that to me and you mean it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you standing on that, it's like, dude, conversation's over.
Absolutely.
Default, you out of there, man. I'm sorry. You batshit crazy.
Absolutely.
So that's all, man. It doesn't take long to realize, if you're gonna be in a conversation with a fucking idiot. It don't take long. You just throw, a softball question.
Absolutely.
And they can't hit that. Like, dude, yeah, sit them down. Sit them down.
Hey, man. I mean, we look at a year after this pandemic, well, more than a year, almost 2 years of this pandemic. And what do we have? I mean, we don't have effective treatments. What Trump said in the beginning was that you can treat this shit with stuff that we already have that's over the counter.
Right.
I mean, is that right?
Yeah.
And now we're looking now, and some of those drugs are still being used to effectively treat this pandemic.
Okay.
The vaccines aren't working.
Okay. We got a debate. Let's get it.
Well, no, I mean, we really can't debate this on YouTube because they'll pull our shit down.
Yep.
But there's a lot of misinformation out there. I mean, how can we sit and watch the news and then make accurate opinions about any of this shit?
Absolutely.
Everything that we get is filtered through like a girlfriend's eyes. You know how they never get the full fucking picture. They hang on to one or two words. They throw it back in your face a million times until you look wrong.
Nice analogy, sir. We're gonna plug that. Put that on a loop. Yes.
That's our fucking news.
That's where we're at.
Yeah, it's. I mean, how can we sit around and look at the news and say, hey, you know what? Leaving 2,500 troops in Afghanistan is a good fucking idea. I mean, we've been there 20 years, and everybody wanted to get out, but all of a sudden we should leave some folks there. Yeah, it sucks. We left. Yeah, it sucked. A lot of people, are in a very bad position because we left. And we probably put those people in that position when we showed up. Yeah, we're not fixing the world's problems. Yeah, we're contributing to them. We're the major source of the world's problems. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just trailing off, but fuck this. Fuck YouTube.
Shit.
Fuck the presidents.
Speak your shit.
Fuck COVID. Fuck a pandemic. I don't know, man. Just
talk that shit.
The world is fucked up, and
we're not making it no better. So
yeah,
that's what it is, man. Like you said, it's a lot of misinformation, and who do you believe? But my thing, it goes back. I want to circle back to what Ob said. Common sense. Just use your damn common sense, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to Dr. Jones before I go to Dr. J or Dr. Dre for medical. Yeah. That's all. Just common sense.
Yeah. I was surprised to see how many chiropractors hopped on and started talking about how they know so much about viruses. It's like chiropractors. They stepped up to be the utmost authority on COVID.
Wow.
Beginning of this pandemic, giving people hey, I'm Dr. So-and-so. Like,
that's
bro,
the cheat code.
Let me go
degree.
ahead and put my nuts on your back,
right,
and crack your back.
That's the cheat code to getting a doctorate. That's the cheat code. You ain't got to cut nothing, suture nothing.
Right. Let me twist it this way.
Back, nigga.
Yeah, that's all I got to do. You'll be fine. Let me go ahead and put my knee right there. Right. That's it.
Wait, shut up,
Fuck out here, man. Let's get off this shit, man.
Absolutely.
Let's
check
float.
this shit out, though.
Let's float, fellas.
All right. Let's see.
There it is.
Hey,
California. Go ahead,
let me say this, man. It's interesting you see shit like this, and then you got niggas like Larry Elder that was running, and his big thing is that America is not racist. And it's interesting that the governor, what did you say? He said that maybe this will
pretty much somewhat start a trend of pretty much giving people back their shit that's been stolen.
If that type of trend was to ever fucking start, like white people would be on a boat back to fucking Europe on a heartbeat. And like there ain't no trend gonna start. You gotta look at, it's not just land. It property and all of that. We talking about the monetary value of the shit that was inside of these. First of all, the buildings, the shit that was inside of these buildings, the property that these people own when this shit was taken. Yeah. And I always say, sometimes when a motherfucker gives you something back, it's probably in the worst condition possible. It's probably a mini waste spill on that property or some shit like that. I mean, in one breath, I do want to say that that's a good thing. But I mean, what's going on now, besides the fact that re-election is coming soon and you looking for a certain block vote? I mean,
hey man, it's a win either way. Like I said,
there you go.
They gave something back.
I'm just pessimistic.
Yeah, I get you. Rightfully so. Like I said, they can start here. They can start down in Tulsa, where they bombed, the Black Wall Street.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
Rosewood.
Just don't give them a day. Give them their shit back.
Right.
And again, like you said, hell, 100 years. Again, and when we talked about before the mics came on, that generational wealth, gone. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's bigger than that, because they had a beachfront business there, and then they took it because of eminent domain.
Yep.
And now you lose 100 years of profits. Santa Monica Beach. Imagine that. Now, in California, the longer you own the property, that's when your property tax goes back to, right?
Wow.
As long as you inherit the property. So just imagine paying property tax on Santa Monica Beach going back to 1910 or where the fuck it was, 1912. Now, you have a black family that had a business and low taxes that they got fucked financially.
There's no catching up.
Years.
There's no catching up.
There's no catching up.
No.
No.
How do they pay the taxes on that shit?
Yeah, I guarantee you, if this started a trend, it's not going to start a trend. But
no.
I tell you right now, I'm sure a bunch of white people are pissed off about this.
You're
I guarantee
right.
you. We stole it fair and square.
Man, look. You remember?
Fuck you and your reparations. It's not reparations if it was my shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's my shit. It can't be reparations.
Do you remember that guy down in Texas who he figured out that loophole and he got that crib,
Yeah.
and all his neighbors was like mad as fuck. Like, what's going? No, he just got it for $23. He just had to file the paperwork and pay the
Dude,
cost.
he
of the
read the
paperwork.
fine print. He read
Right.
the fine print and got in.
So
Yeah,
I say that
this is during the recession. Yeah.
right. I say that to say this, man. This shit about property going missing and all of that is deeper than what we know. Tariq Nasheed broke this shit down about how it was a law that I think something about during the Civil War had something to do with Civil War and abandoned houses.
Mm-hmm.
And these motherfuckers would just go and you could take the property over if something happened to the owner of the property. So, I mean, if the trend started, it would be a lot of motherfucking borderlines redrawn. It'd be a lot of borderlines redrawn, man. I mean, everybody historically, all this shit been taken and switched off and stolen again. You don't know who the fuck owns it. But I mean, so after 100 years, I mean, what's the taxes on the land?
I don't know about all that. All I'm saying is better late than never. You know, it's one of those. It's just more or less symbolic. You know what I mean? Because there's no catching up. You know what I mean? It's like I'm glad there's something on the books.
Absolutely. I just hope it ain't no bullshit where it's like, all right, you got it, and then there's another article 6 months down the road, like, yeah,
they lost it. They didn't sold it.
right.
They didn't sold it because they can't afford the fucking taxes.
Right.
You know
what I mean? Like,
and that's what ended up fucking happening. You know what I mean? It does. That shit happens.
Yeah. They be doing shit like that. Oh, we gave them it back. They just couldn't maintain it. Nah, motherfucker, you raped them, man.
You know.
Yeah.
Think about this. California has a lot of Native American reservations.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're talking about one black family. They're not talking about expanding these reservations at all.
See? See? Like I said, we hope it starts a trend. Yeah. Give all that shit back.
Ton of reservations in California.
That is crazy.
All right, man. Look.
What's up,
fucked
boss?
up as this sound, I ain't finna argue for none of them. When you look at how many of them trying to kick motherfucking black people out of the tribes so they don't get none of them benefits, already fucked up ass benefits.
That's a thing.
Dude, listen.
You gotta take the test to make sure, you gotta go through, all the loopholes and make sure that,
absolutely.
I had a guy I work with who showed me his card or whatever, and it was important that his grandparents made him go through the process so that he get those benefits. He got free college.
There you go.
They gave him some fucking land and some other shit.
There you go.
I was like, "Are you serious?" And he pulled out. He's Snow Creek Indian, some shit or whatever.
Now look it up though.
Show me his card.
The Cherokee, the Choctaw, the Seminoles, and it's like a gang of other fucking tribes. They getting rid of all the black members. And we talking about motherfuckers who can trace their lineage back, who speak the language.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been an ongoing thing, and the Seminoles is like the main ones. So I ain't necessarily look, man. That's their business. The motherfucking reservations, y'all doing that shit. The black folks who fought beside y'all motherfucking asses. Nah, man. No.
Oh man, ain't having it.
They ain't having it.
Okay. I just wanted to touch on that, gentleman.
Oh, absolutely,
I know
sir.
it's your neck of the woods, and I know how you feel about the governor and his
Well, you know what, man? Again, even if this is just a political move, let me just keep it a buck. If it's just a political move, it's still a good thing that a wrong was righted, man.
Somewhat.
You don't see this happen much.
Exactly.
You talk about Orange Julius. A lot of people was just like, oh well, it's symbolic or whatever. But you know what? Fuck it. When he pardoned, I think it was Joe Louis.
Was it Joe Louis or was it? No, I think it was. I think it was the heavyweight, not Joe Louis. Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Okay.
It was Jack Johnson. He pardoned him.
Yeah.
And my whole argument with that was, hey, it might have been symbolic, but a wrong was righted. You know what I'm saying? So, Hey man, more power to the brothers, and I hope they can make some money. I hope they can make a killing off that property, man.
Oh shit, they just gonna have this shit stolen from them twice.
Well, listen, man.
And scene.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Even if
Yes,
they get
sir.
nickel and dime, I hope they get a few million off of it, man.
Yeah.
They do
I'm
something,
sure
man.
that property is worth a fucking fortune.
You know it. It's fucking L.A., man.
Shit, that's Santa Monica Beach.
Santa Monica Beach.
Look, same shit to me. It's all down there.
He's like, it's all beneath me.
Right. It's
all
Southern
underneath me.
California.
Yeah,
That's what's
as
up, though.
expensive as LA is, Santa Monica's way more.
Yeah.
God,
absolutely.
dog, man. I mean, that shit. Yeah, they making out big time.
There you go, man. More power to the brothers, man. It's family.
All right, you guys ready to move on?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
You hit me up with this lineup, man.
Yeah, what you think, man? I think they're trying to make up for the Emmys.
I think I could do that. About goddamn time.
I mean, it's what a blackout.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
considering what is the the majority nationality of the NFL?
Mandingo.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a lot of Mandingo warriors in the NFL.
just a little observation, That's all.
Hey, I think that's dope.
Yeah, man, it should be pretty. I just want to see the backlash, considering.
Oh,
you know what I mean? It's hip hop based.
What kind of backlash we gonna have? I mean, all these motherfuckers down there 50.
Man,
this is the 1990s motherfuckers we used to deal with. You know, where to be shootings and shit afterwards.
Right. These motherfuckers reserved. There will be no after party. Motherfucker, we going home. We going home tonight.
I guarantee you, Charlie Wilson ain't even burning rubber right now.
Wow.
He is.
Wow.
Shit. I mean,
don't talk about Don't talk about That motherfucker still got it.
At a certain age, man, all that silly shit goes away, man. It's just about business and making your money.
Making that money.
Doing a halftime show.
Hey, what did they say about Q? He went to fuck the police.
Are we there yet?
Are we there
yet?
Yeah.
And you know what, man? You gotta grow sometimes, man. You got
not sometimes,
all the time.
But yeah, you gotta keep evolving, man.
As a person, man, and look, I'm glad to see all of them. First of all, I'm glad to see Kendrick, but I'm glad to see that Snoop, Dre, and Mary J. I'm glad to see that they still around. They still getting work. The other thing is, man, what kind of motherfucking backlash could it be? Because what was it the year before last? Fucking J-Lo and Shakira came up.
The Weeknd. Remember that?
It was
crazy shit or whatever. But again, all hip hop.
Hey, I'm with it.
Hip hop. You know what I mean? That's and I want to know who the hell pitched this and who the hell said, you know what? Fuck it. We coming off of COVID. Why not? I don't give a shit. Let's do it.
The only thing that can top this is part 2 of Janet Jackson's nipple. That's it.
You don't want to see Mary J. Blige's?
She ain't gonna
see them old flapjack titties.
Come on, man.
Nah,
come
don't
on,
do that,
man. Don't do that to. Don't do that to Mary, man.
Don't do that to Mary. But nah, man, it's what's up, man. All hip hop, that is. Because have we had that before?
No, that's just it, man. And it's the biggest. This is the biggest stage, man. You know how much ads and shit go for during the halftime, or during the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
was it a couple mil a minute?
Yeah,
for these damn commercials. You know what I mean? It's crazy. This is it. This is prime time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stage you want to be on if you're an entertainer. This is
there
it.
You go.
How much you want to bet this is just one of Dr. Dre's power moves? I mean, this dude's a billionaire. How about
it? Might be
came to them. It was like, hey,
think about it, man. That guy or whatever is sniffing around, trying to get a team. So
yeah,
I don't know if he was in there. Was like, what'll look good. You know what I'm saying? Why don't you watch these numbers and watch the ratings when we do a lineup like this? Because it's not like they don't know each other.
Right.
You know what I mean? Snoop, Hove, all these guys, they all connected. You know what I mean? Just a couple phone calls.
This
Here's
shit's about to be live like motherfucking Southfield House Midnight Basketball.
right. That's
Man.
think about,
You done said something, son.
there you go.
Yes, sir.
And look
Yeah.
at this. Think about the fan base that each one of them had.
Each.
Each.
Yeah.
Each.
Yeah.
And think about, hold on, who's the nucleus?
Mhm.
Who's the one who plugged everybody?
Oh,
Fucking
Dre.
Dre.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. This is his power move.
My
He probably came
God.
to the NFL like, hey man, I'll take care of all your stuff, and it'll sound right.
Matter of
Nice.
fact, wasn't he the one Mary J over the Death Row?
Probably so. I mean,
Probably.
dude's got
Like I
a
said,
ear
he
for talent,
already
man.
he done touched everybody. He done produced her.
Yeah.
You know, he produced M. You know, the history between him and Snoop, K Dot.
Yeah.
What you call it? Jay-Z wrote Still Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they got, it's all connected. You just got to follow the money.
Mhm.
Because I'm
wouldn't that
sure
shit-
Jay was like, watch these numbers and then tell me if I'm not capable of running a team
Right.
after I didn't put this together. Because Jay been known to be behind the scenes, not putting his name on shit, but you know he's sniffing
Mhm.
around. He's doing something. He got his hand in this somehow. He's not on this billboard or whatever, but he has his hands in this somehow. Watch this space,
Absolutely.
people. You know.
Well, shit. Was he gonna come out with anybody else?
No.
Meaning, could any Dre real reclusive? You know, really to the show. So,
Well, shit,
You
a
know-
fucking aneurysm would do that to you.
well, I was even before that, but
Yeah. Like I said, Dre was done with the fuck shit since Death Row. Why you think he left? And
Yeah.
like, you know what? You keep all that.
Mhm. Yeah, I got an
Right.
album coming
Yeah,
out.
you think
Right.
you think you got, the best of me. You ain't seen
Right.
shit.
right.
You know what I mean? And that's the beauty of his they need fuck the Straight Outta Compton. I'm waiting on the Dre movie.
If this motherfucker does
Yeah.
not drop a song from Detox during the halftime show, I'm be pissed.
It's scrapped.
I've been waiting on that album.
That's never coming out. Keep waiting, son. That ain't never coming out. That ain't never coming out. Sorry, man. He done went on to Apple. He's an employee at Apple. He's good. He's not worried about no damn Detox. He done moved on.
Right. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. You take these beats by Dre and shut up.
Some of us grandparents now waiting on that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That shit, we've been supposed to hear that for a long time, man.
The killer part is, what's crazy? It's probably done. He just
Probably
don't want to
is.
drop it. He just don't want
Right.
to drop it. It's probably done.
That shit was
Yeah, it's
probably
not
done
coming out.
15 years ago.
Like I said, because
Yeah.
Dre, they say he's been known to have like not just albums, but artists just sitting. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
get to him when I get to him. They shelved. They still getting the
Yeah.
check, but he's like, yeah, I'm just not feeling that right now. That's not the time.
Wow.
That's what it
Man.
is. Because that's what happened with. I watched a interview with King T, and he was like, "That's the worst decision I ever made was leaving Aftermath." He was like, he was not doing anything with me. I just sat there, and I should have been, peeping game and observing. He was like, I never should have left. He was like, I had to get out of my contract. He was like, I was still getting a check, but no music was being done. And he just didn't want to sit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, shit. All you had to do is be patient, kid. Just be patient.
Hey, man, it beats like that shit sometimes, man. Like, music is...
Yeah,
Woo.
it's crazy because you hear about the songs that people then passed on, and then somebody else get it and turn it into a monster.
Yeah. Like
It
Alchemist.
happens, man.
God.
All right, man. What we got, kid?
Oh, we got the Urban Myers.
Oh,
Yeah, buddy. Urban
first Jim
Myers.
Tressel. Now this, man. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
Yeah.
You
House
got
Cam
too much
Man,
money.
what the fuck?
You got too much money, Urban.
Hey man, like,
What the fuck is this?
hey man, I guess, after a win, he, hanging out at the bar and chicks dig winners. So some young girl decided to rub her Nice young booty all over his old ass. And
What was he?
you know,
What was he
TikTok
supposed to
about it
do?
now.
He felt the twitch. What was he supposed to do?
Dude, you gotta
Enjoy it.
move. You gotta
And then-
move, man. You're never off camera, and he's old school. You just don't realize it. He actually think he out with just his people. Nobody's
Man, that motherfucker
watching.
don't care.
From
That
the
motherfucker
time he
don't
got
care.
in there, they was like, "That's Urban. That's Urban. I know he's gonna do something tonight. That's Urban. He gonna watch.
He
it.
rich
Just
old
watch it."
white dude. Oh, he going, man, I like bitches. So what? That's all.
Come on,
Like,
man.
How many
Did you
times
get-
can they go online and then do this to people, try to shame you out of some shit you supposed to like? You an old man with a young chick grinding on you in a bar. Like, how is that shame? Like, how are you bringing shame on this man? By it's not
If this-
scandalous.
And
That's a good
and he's
night.
trying to, and the fact that he's still sitting shows that he's like, dude, come on, girl, you better go on now. You about to get this. You better go on. You about
Listen,
you
man.
about to get
If
it.
if he was up on some mussy, nobody would say nothing.
Wow.
If that was Lil Nas X with his butt on him, nobody.
Come on, man.
I'm just
Come
saying.
on, man.
You probably
right.
Nah.
I'm
You don't
just
think
saying.
so?
They shaming the dude for doing.
It's they shaming him because, first of all, that's Urban. You know what I mean? He's supposed to be this man of stature. You dig what I'm saying? And you know that's just a no. He got kids that girl's age, man.
And
Shit,
there's nothing wrong with that.
come before
I understand that, but
stature.
he's married.
Man
right?
come before stature.
He's married, right?
I mean, but it's a dance.
Let me just say
He
this.
didn't have his tip in her. I
had
come
an
on,
old
man.
head.
Any
I had an
one
old
of
head.
us that get jammed up, and we ain't got no type of clout this man has or whatever. We get jammed up.
Let me say this.
If something like that got out,
I had an old head tell me one time. He said, "Why would you mess with an older woman when it's a motherfucker turning 18 every day?" I say this. He with the crack pipe or him doing or the position's reversed. They ain't caught him putting his butt on some dude. They caught him with a broad.
that's cool. But he's again. I'll go back to my old statements, man. You fucking with the brand. The man is a brand. He comes with a certain set of values, morals, all that shit. He's supposed to run a tight ship. You dig what I'm saying? From coaching to, getting his kids in line and all that shit, and for him to have that, that's a foul. That's all. Just a foul. It ain't bad, in our perspective, whatever, but as a whole, everybody else looking at him like, oh, come on, Urban, shame. You know better. You got caught slipping. That's all.
I'm with Ob on this one. If that was Lil Nas X, this motherfucker be a hero.
Absolutely.
Like I said, it's
Urban
probably
Meyer's out of the
50-50. He done already came out and apologized. You know what I mean? So
bitch. Oh man.
So ridiculous. There's no. He doesn't need to.
What did Sugar Free say? What did Sugar Free say? He said, "Man, don't you ever in your life apologize for no." What did he say? When
he was talking about Tiger
Woods. Yeah. Oh man,
that hurt his soul. He was like, "You what? Don't you ever apologize?"
Right? Don't you ever apologize for those two?
But yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's just the brand. That's all. It's his name. Carries weight. And hell, you saw what happened to Paul Pierce when he had girls twerking on his Instagram live or whatever, and he was just an analysis on NBA Countdown or whatever on TNT, and they got rid of his ass.
There's something wrong with the world.
Oh man. Oh
yeah, they got rid of Paul Pierce. He was smoking and had a couple girls in the background, doing what they do, and they were like, "Yeah, yep, you're done."
Where do we get this impression that football coaches are like the apex of morality? Like when I think of football coaches, I think about like Revenge of the Nerds. That football coach, like John Goodman, played an accurate football coach.
Porkies and shit.
What is this?
Like I said, like if y'all gonna get mad at him for this,
That's
but
what
not mad. But not mad at his football player for shooting somebody and dropping a couple bodies.
Man.
You dig what I'm saying? Old dude from, what was that, Hernandez? Yeah, he coached him down in Florida, you know, with Tebow and all those other guys, whatever. He knew he shot somebody when he was in college.
Look, the moral.
And guess who got drafted? You know what I mean? Under his watch. Like you said, you know, these dudes got dirt up under their nails. And then this come out and they all like, oh, scandalous. A chick, you know, rubbing her little, you know, her long back on him. You know what I mean?
I didn't see the video. She ain't got no ass.
Dude, come on, man.
Tell she ain't got no ass.
Come on, man.
Look at her hair.
She ain't got no ass.
Perfectly aligned.
He didn't even want to stand up, man. He didn't even want to stand up. Ain't nothing there, man.
This country got the most fucked up moral compass.
Facts.
Oh yeah.
When you mad at a motherfucker rubbing on some pussy. Look, I mean,
the world we live in, man.
Right. Now I'm telling you, if that had been what's the motherfucker all right, fuck him. But yeah. I just, when I see a dude up on some, that's for me. I'm like, what's the cop? So wait a minute, y'all mentioned what happened with Jim Tressel?
No, remember Tressel? He tried to hook up our homie or whatever.
Yeah, okay.
Mr. Claret with a car or whatever and all that stuff, and it just went sideways.
I thought he was bitches too.
Nah. It was one of those just on some hood shit. You know what I'm saying? Go, I got a guy. You know, go see my man. You know what I'm saying? He gonna take care of you. Wink, wink, nod, nod. You know what I mean? Man. And don't say shit. You know what I mean?
I mean,
just tell him you with me and you Gucci.
I mean, I get you, Mr. Coppola, because these coaches are they are like when you did that whole shit happened with Deion and the motherfucker. Like, yeah, Deion, his coach. You wouldn't say that to whoever the fuck. Belichick, call him Bill, call him coach. Get the reverence. I'm saying at the end of the day, that's still a man. And you know what?
But it's a man. It's a married man. He's a married white man.
Okay, now that you said that,
that's what it is, man. That's all. If he was single, they'd be like, man, he doing his thing. Like
right.
The coach for the Seattle, what you call it? Seattle Seahawks, Pete Carroll. He was dating a chick in California at the college he was at or whatever, and then he brought her on, you know, but he left the wife. You see what I'm saying? It's one of those. If you're single, you're single. That's free game. But if you're a married man, hey man, you got to walk that walk.
Yeah, you do.
That's all that is, man. Just think about it, man. You can't do this if your wife is there.
Hey man, have you seen the video?
Yeah, I saw the video.
I ain't see the.
I just sent it to you, man. I just sent it to you. So I
saw the video.
I didn't watch the video. I just saw.
Yeah.
But this ain't nothing. Yeah, you wouldn't do it with your wife there.
That's it.
No, you wouldn't.
That's it.
Like if your wife was out of the club and like this isn't like cheating,
right?
You know, they're just dancing.
There's levels to it, but as far as like I'm saying, the moral compass is so ass backwards.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. Like I said, we look at it like, man, that shit's hilarious. You know,
right?
Other folks, they clutching their pearls.
Yeah.
They quick to try to pounce and try to make something out of nothing. Everything you need to see is right there. He's literally sitting down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Not doing shit, just sitting there. You know, and here come this long back. You know,
right.
Gotta watch out for those, man.
Right.
Gotta watch out for those. They get you in trouble every time, man.
College football coach, he should know they get niggas in trouble all the time.
Here come that long
black
back, get you in trouble every time.
Right. Every time.
Never trust a long back and a smile.
Right.
That shit that took down Jack Johnson.
Facts. You're guilty of transporting long backs over state lines. You know.
They were the ones osteoporosis set in and shit.
Oh man, I forgot I even sent you this shit, man. This was like the on the gag reel.
Oh my god.
Right.
All right, brothers. What we got, man?
Oh man, Rap City's coming back.
Hey man, got to give a shout out to the big homie. You're right. I was getting there. You jumped the shark, man. I was getting there. Yeah. These are the quotes from our brother Big Wit. If Rap City, the basement was still on TV, a lot of y'all favorite rappers wouldn't be able to go in that booth, and that was a testament.
Yeah,
when Cats was in there lighting that damn booth up, and you can't go in there and start mumbling. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's just it. I don't even think he's probably going to even have the booth.
Should have the booth. That shit determines winners and losers, man. It shows who's supposed to be in this game,
dude. That's our generation. That's our thought process. That's our thought process. Not these kids today. They're like a booth. That don't even sound right.
Give a fuck if a nigga, let alone
say something.
A lyric,
right?
About that, we rappers, and even a lot of us used to rap ourselves, but rappers in our era prided themselves in their own shit, having a style. Nowadays they all sound the same, and they don't give a fuck if somebody else write their music. They're gonna be coming, and they're gonna be like, oh, did you hear him? He killed that shit. Fuck, he didn't. What did he say? Oh, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. Listen to what?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's the conversation, man. And you know what I'm saying? We sound like, you know, because we are the old heads or whatever, but it's just one of those like, dude, there were standards and levels to this shit.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it was one of those like, dude, your game got elevated if you went in that booth and you killed it. And then, like Tank said, if you went in there and you're like, hold on, let me start over. Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done.
You know, it just 50 killed it. I think 50 went in there and murdered that booth. When he murdered the booth, a bunch of
man, just went everybody killed the booth. I mean, for the most part, man, it was a low percentage of people who went in there and was just trash, and people were just talking about it. Like, did you see? Yeah, don't say nothing about it. You know, it's another episode coming on. Don't even worry about it. We'll get back to the real. But yeah, you got cats in there who just fucking murdered it. I mean, the only person I could think of who will go in there and kill it now for this era is probably what, J. Cole,
Kendrick,
K. Dot. What's her name? Rhapsody. Yeah, just it's a handful that I think will go in there off the top and just murder it. But these little trap rappers, yeah, man, nah.
Hey, man, you know, this might start a new genre in rap, man. I mean, it might start a new era, not genre, era. You know, where we get a lot of this shit. Yeah,
I hope so. I hope it comes back, man. I hope that kind of rap comes back, man. Where cats actually saying something.
Booth up, Joyner Lucas, that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Joyner.
Yeah.
If you ever heard Cappuccini shit, he was talking. It was two different verses. And he was talking as the dude who got shot from the British perspective. And it turned out that it was a true story about this kid named Ross Cappuccini or some shit. And the dude, when he heard the song, that he thought Joyner Lucas was involved in Joyner was, man, I heard it and it hit me. So he thought the man was involved. Everything fucking is cold. Even that shit he did with Will. I feel like feeling like Will.
That was dope. Yep. The whole concept was dope.
Yeah,
you know that, and I just heard the new joint with him and J. Cole. When he's talking about he cheated on his girl, and J. Cole pretty much come on the joint and check him. Yes, those two, man.
I've been a big fan of J. Cole for a minute. Yeah,
J. Cole checked him on his own track, which was how it's supposed to go, because these cats are the new generation of storytellers, and they killed it, man. So I recommend that joint to anybody who's a hip hop head, you know, because that's where it's at. That's where I hope it stays. But you know, you gotta you know, we got to open up the tent to everybody, I guess. But
let me say this to me. Just revisiting last episode 3 PMD. Cuddy brought up AZ's, and I bought that motherfucker. I'm a big AZ fan.
Got you.
And I'm not gonna say who's better, him or Nas, because it is honestly hard to say. But oh God, that shit is so fucking wavy. Like when you listen to this motherfucker rhyme, you like you to that stop. Yeah. Like his flow
you turn into
so
everything you got on is suede. Yeah.
Man, everything nice wallet.
Yeah. Everything you got on is suede. I mean, he's that dude.
That motherfucker, man. Especially that the last joint on the album with T-Pain. That's my favorite.
Okay.
But the whole album, man. And I hope he keep dropping them, man. But somebody that has not had the industry behind him,
right?
The man is still making classics, and I just love the fact that he's revered by guys like, you know, rest in peace Nip. Nip was the one that was on one of his songs. Yeah, this sounds like some AZ shit right here. Shit, I can't think of the song, but it's in my head. But the man is he's it, man, never lost it.
Yeah, it's just when I saw that, I was like, oh shit. I was excited for like a half a minute, then I realized, you know, a lot of stuff that we appreciated, man, it had its time. You know what I mean? You just can't bring back certain things in certain eras. You know what I mean? Like how they try to bring back MacGyver. Like, motherfucker, all you gotta do is Google now.
Right.
You gotta do all that shit no more. You know what I mean? There's a time and place for everything. So I think Rap City had its time.
Great shit.
You don't need no fucking MacGyver. Motherfucker, look that shit up. YouTube. You know what I mean? You'll figure it out. Don't need no fucking MacGyver. And that shit it was like 4 or 5 episodes of the new MacGyver. You know what I mean? You just can't bring certain shit back. And also, on the flip of this Rap City, Mr. Donnie Simpson is reviving.
He's still alive?
Fuck out of here. Yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah. Video Soul is coming back. Video Soul, he's rebooting it. So yeah, Rap City and Video Soul.
Don't nobody no more.
Again, to my point, fellas, certain things don't need to be. You know, who's watching videos?
It's gonna be a gang of auto-tune,
you know, it's TikToks. That's it.
Future gonna be the only nigga on Video Soul. Excuse my language. Future. I'm trying to stop saying that word. Future gonna be the only nigga on Video Soul.
Wow.
Him and T.
Wow.
That's it. See, look, ain't fingers, man. Like that. Even the female fingers off, man. They're Keisha Cole. What's the other crazy? K Michelle. Ain't none of them. Like, ain't no dude singers. I just bought a TGT album again because I missed that type of that vibe. But ain't nobody.
I'm just saying, man. I saw that too as well. It was underneath Big Tiggs, which is like Donnie Simpson is reviving Video Soul. I was just like, dude, who's
you know what would make more sense to bring back, big bro? Caribbean Rhythms. It's a gang. Fucking
oh yeah.
It's a gang with Rachel. It's a gang of dope ass reggae music. It's a dope ass reggae. If she was to bring back Caribbean Rhythms, reggae music and African music, even though I know that ain't the Caribbean. That
is huge.
So dope.
It's huge.
I would rather listen to one of the brothers on the internet, man. I forget. It's a brother, African guy on the internet. I cannot think of his name. I gotta look it up again, but this other brother said it. What's the brother's name? O'Shea Duke Jackson said his name. I think he might be Nigerian or something, or Kenyan. Motherfucker, so cold is crazy.
Yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's dope. It's dope.
Right.
I wish, and you were right. You hit that right out of the park, man. If they would bring back that Caribbean, yes.
That shit is so fly. Remember that shit used to come on? Used to be on this? Mr. Man.
Dude, that was the dopest, brother. Yeah. Dope as shit, man.
I wonder what Patrick's doing right now.
Still counting his money. Still counting his money.
Patrick. Did he say you say Patrick?
No, he said Shaba.
No, I thought Patrick. He said he wondered what Patrick. Yeah, he said I wonder what Patrick doing. Patrick, I used to love Patrick and Shaba. Maxi Priest, Maxi 2. You're about to lie to me. Cause you know just what you wanted. You're about to lie to me. Aubrey Priest out this motherfucker. Shit. Maxie was that motherfucker.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
Like, sing it again.
I love it, man. I love it. Because that was my joint, man. That was my joint, man. That was Maxie and Shaba. Yeah, that was their collab. That shit, your body can't lie to me. Right. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was a dope joint.
That shit was raw.
Motherfuckers collab. You know, Maxie was singing, and Shaba came in with his tone and that reggae swag. Come on, man, he killed it.
Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Motherfucker only one song you would agree with me. That name Snow.
Oh god.
Oh, you talk about Informer?
Yeah, I used to like that shit. I fucked up though.
Yeah, you don't win love.
I like you boom boom down. It's a dumb. I used to fuck with him.
God. Oh, I think that dude was from what? Connecticut? Where was he from?
He wasn't a Jamaican.
No.
Shit. I apologize. 3 PMD.
He's from Jamaica, New England. Yeah.
Damn. So he was another Vanilla Ice?
Facts.
Yeah.
He was a Vanilla Ice? Damn.
Yeah.
Shit. Brian, known by his stage name as Snow, is a Canadian reggae musician, rapper, and singer. His 1992 Informer spent 7 weeks at #1 on the US Billboard Hot 100.
He sounded like he should have been a member of the House of Pain. The fuck out of here, nigga.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, I just retract my previous statement. So, but fuck that.
Have you ever seen a white Jamaican? Like, it's the when they talk, it'll fuck you up. Like, bro, it's like.
Listen, have you seen the Asian?
What?
Man, please! If I gotta go now, I gotta go to the Asian because you know there's a little China or something.
Yeah, I had a homie from in the army, and I had another partner from. And then older woman in my became her name was Miss Dorette. She was from forget what it is. They told me it's Asians that come up, they speak this shit. You're thinking you talking to you watching Shata listening to fuckers. They speak shit just like that.
Hey, man, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised, you know. Won't be surprised. Yeah, but it's crazy, like you said, it would just fuck you up. It'll throw you off, you know.
Yeah.
It'll throw you off for a hot second.
Not like, you know, we known to adjust on the fly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You might see that one eyebrow go up, like, hey, who the fuck? Right. But we making that adjustment in our head, like, okay, I see you. Ain't no fronting that shit. Okay.
That's how the area is though. Be able to stop to hear the most music. Hitting and look to your left is a gang of Filipinos. or gang of Arabs. And they be
they own it.
They own it. What's up, huh? You know what I'm saying? They don't homie up here. Yeah. That's
what's up, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
cool, man.
That, man.
Music is universal.
Yeah, that'll make, like I said, that eyebrow go up. Like, what in all the fucks? Okay,
it's almost like that night in Columbus where we went to that Asian club with my brother, and you guys weren't with me.
No,
I know Clint was there. I know Clint was there.
I was like, "What you talking about, man? We ain't hit no clubs. What's up? What you talking about?"
God, bro. So we're in this club, and it's Asian night. Well, I don't know. My brother's chasing around some Asian girl. He had a thing for it. And shit gets live. You know, two dudes get into it. One dude breaks a bottle over the bar and shanks this dude right in the lungs, right?
Shit, it went down. Okay.
Yeah. So they bring this dude outside, and now mind you, these are all Asian folks, right? Every single person involved in this is Asian. Stay with me, my nigga. Stay with me, my nigga.
Oh.
Right. Man, we was looking at each other dying like, bro.
Memory of a lifetime.
Fuck out of here.
Don't die, my nigga. Stay away from the fire, my nigga. in the Asian accent, fucking hilarious.
Oh my God. Can't make that shit up, man.
No, you can't
make that shit up.
No, you can't.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's going to be black until you hit that discrimination.
Yeah. How about that?
Yeah. That'll wear your out.
Obviously, they get the best of all worlds.
I hope his homie made it.
Yeah. Oh, world. Yeah.
Yeah, we moving on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Shout out to Rap City from back in the day.
Shout out to Rap City. Here we go.
Oh.
All right, man.
What is up with this?
Hey, man. I had to lighten it up a little bit for the closer, man. Gentlemen, what are your thoughts on dating your homies, baby mama? Yay or nay?
What happening?
Monkey hands.
Go ahead.
Monkey hands.
What? Couldn't do that. That's unfair. Cause we cousins. So wait a minute. Didn't I say some shit back in the day like, hey, would you mind?
You did. All right, so the backstory
I'm just
is I used to
saying,
date
man.
this one chick.
Okay, go ahead.
And she had monkey hands. We ended up breaking up. But she was cold. She was cold, just had monkey hands.
Motherfucker was sitting.
Yeah, she was fucking cold. Yeah, and Ob goes, hey, you mind if I get out there?
I just wanted to see her peel a banana.
Oh my God.
With her feet.
With her feet.
Oh.
Okay.
Look, no. I can't look, man. Man, what first of all, we gotta speak in terms of being homies and knowing each other. But I don't give a fuck if we be enemies. That's off limits. Baby moms, no. I'm gonna go as far as to say somebody you was in love with. You may not even have kids. It's off limits.
That's why that was gonna be my next question. I was like, it's the difference between a chick you was dating for a while and then your baby moms. I think it's a difference. I think it's a big difference because you got a kid now. You know what I mean? And especially if you tight like these cats was. I mean, they literally made millions of dollars together.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, dude, you again fucking with the brand. All these chicks, all these damn super fans, you can't find my baby mother. Seriously, we don't need these kind of headaches, man.
And his kid probably looked like the kid, like had to come around.
That's my point.
The baby. So he was probably Uncle Fizz. So when the kid came, he was like, what's Uncle Fizz doing staying the night? No, do that shit. You can't. And then to say, I'm sorry, fuck you. We got to throw hands, motherfucker.
Again, there's no calm. I see you got up in your feelings, bro. I'm just saying.
I'm sorry,
if you read the article, O said, all I want to do is make sure our business is straight. Everything else is pretty much water under the bridge. He took the high road as a young man, which I applaud, and was just like, let's just get back to the business. let's not fuck this damn bag up, over some bullshit. And that's what it was. It's like, dude, you inviting. He was like, there's a reason why we broke up. And here you come asking, going to the back door, asking for seconds.
So is it wrong just because they're in business together, or is it wrong just in general?
Both.
I think both, right.
I got to go both, man. I was like, dude, we don't need those problems. We making money. We don't need those kind of headaches. I mean, that's a forced foul.
But see, that's
why would you sack your own quarterback?
That's a treasonous bitch, though, to come between two dudes.
That part.
Lay shit. That's some Michelet shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what, according to Dad, listen to Dad, one of the things that came between Dre and Dude was Michelet.
It's always, it always come back down to some unnecessary tale.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There it is.
It's like, we arguing over what? And I think that's when O took the high road. It was like, dude,
right,
been there, done that. You go ahead and date her. Y'all could go ahead and do y'all little, IG posts and all that shit. I ain't shit and all that other stuff. That's fine. But motherfucking rehearsals at 6. Fuck what you saying. Rehearsal is at 6.
Right.
We got to get back to this money. You got to do all that stuff or whatever. I got child support to pay.
And you better,
you know what I mean? I got shit I got to take care of. I ain't worried about that. I done moved on. We go to these arenas. We can have anybody we want.
Right.
And you go choose her, my former, headache. This is what you do. Come on, man. That's all. Just tighten up.
Isn't this a part of toxic masculinity, though? I mean, that we have some kind of ownership or say in whatever the fuck happens in a woman's life after we break up with her?
I guess. Yeah.
I mean, that's
right.
That's the whole issue. And it fucked up death row. But then again, maybe Dre shouldn't have felt the way he felt about somebody fucking his ex-woman. Like of all things, black people should understand that you cannot own a person.
No.
Facts.
Listen.
Facts.
I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's about owning a person. I think it's as simple as relationships. You got a relationship with that person. Y'all came up. Y'all made money together. Y'all traveled together. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all
grew up together.
History.
Man. You grew up together. Yeah.
We have an entire history, and you threw it away over a piece of, like, she could have been with anybody in the world, and you tell me you can't did nothing but her the knife in my twist that mother. Right. It's not owning anybody. It's about principle. That but no motherfucking masculine. It's man law, goddammit. It's unwritten rule.
And the fact that she want to go in that heavy with one of his right hands. This ain't no dude off the street.
Right.
You know what I mean? This ain't no dude he did a collaboration with.
Right.
So they came in the game together. You know what I mean?
If they're soulmates, that shit don't matter.
If who is soulmates?
I don't know, dog. Dude, I don't even know these two motherfuckers. But
dude,
April and
Omari.
I don't know. Like
this is some Biden shit. And I mean by that, by the Biden brother started dating the son, Bo Biden, wife, or whatever, after he died. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
It's weird, man.
Considering he had kids.
Shit.
Yeah, they went from cousins to brothers and sisters.
Didn't Jermaine marry a bitch and have some kids?
Yeah.
Now they brothers and cousins and shit.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters and cousins. So no, it's dudes and don'ts, right. And that's a don't. Right. That's no, fuck that.
That's all.
Ain't no toxic masculinity. Bitch is a whore.
And it's like, dude, I knew you before I knew her.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? And then it's like, dude, we were family before I even did anything with her, and now here you go.
Come on, man.
Bringing her around after the fact, after she done did me dirty. Or I don't know the situation because I don't follow these kids, but I'm just saying, dude, look what happened with your man, and now you want to go get a piece of that. You gonna change her? You gonna fix it? You gonna one up me? And again, Tank, I hear what you're saying about us trying to dictate what the hell happens after we're done with somebody, but it's just Come on, man. That's just not a good look.
I think
I'm
that's-
done with her. But now this dude bringing her to rehearsal.
Let me tell you something, man. Toxic masculinity term used to motherfuckers who calling other people when they bullshit. That's all. Ain't no mother toxic masculinity. Hey man, be decent. You can go fuck anybody you want. Just don't embarrass me. Stick the knife in my back. Fuck my damn squad mate. We do dance shit together. Boyfriend, all that shit.
I don't follow them, whatever, man. But these kids, man, they were like the Backstreet Boys and all this other shit. These
motherfuckers was
they
crazy.
made millions. They were huge, man. They were huge. And for something like this to come to their orbit is kind of messed up, man. It's like, dude, out of all the chicks you could have had, man. I mean, come on, cousin. Yeah. That's all. Like I said, I'm not trying to dictate on who could date who, but damn, bruh, really?
I mean, it.
So now you bringing my kid and my ex, around to dinner. If I'm throwing a dinner party, you bring your date and she couldn't find a sitter because you throwing a party and she with him. So now the baby coming to your crib.
Right. Come on, man. Come on, cut. You goddamn.
Sounds like some shit women complain about. Seriously, after you done with a chick, who cares what the fuck she does?
So Cuddy,
if she's out there embarrassing you, then y'all didn't end your relationship. So Cuddy, you shouldn't go around fucking over people.
So Cuddy,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
All right. So Cuddy,
obviously you don't have that relationship.
Cuddy, let me ask you.
Yeah.
So Cuddy, question, Cuddy. You go to pick it up, and you knock on the door, and Beat Down Brown open it. How you gonna feel?
I don't.
We talk about dreadlock Beat Down Brown. We talk about Beat Down Brown with the orange a short set, tennis racket, and the orange in the baby mama.
That motherfucker could open the door with his dick out, and after he got finished piling.
I ain't said nothing about that.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I really don't.
I'm sorry, man. I'm gonna feel some type of way.
I'm gonna feel some type of way.
I'm gonna feel some type of way, man. I'm sorry. You can call it masculine whatever. And yeah, that shit ain't gonna fly.
Let me tell you, no, hell no. Motherfucker could call me up and be like, he was big my dog, such as a. Let's go jump that fool.
I gotta come down to that.
Nah, like I said,
I'm joking on that.
It ain't about.
If my ex-wife finds happiness, good for her.
That's not the thing. You trying to simplify it. Listen, man. Women, people in general have before they meet people.
Facts.
Okay, that's why we talked about on the other show when we were talking about count. What point does it make to ask a whole bunch of questions? If you break up with somebody, they're gonna start a whole nother life and a whole other history after you. We talking about the bond between brothers. That's what we talk. That's all we talking about here, man. There is certain bond between brothers that you should not go fuck your man's baby mom. That's all I'm saying. Uncle Phil shouldn't have been over there.
That's it.
Uncle Phil shouldn't have been over there past 7 o'clock. Shout out to Beat Down Brown.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to the Locust. Shout out to the Orange Book.
Hunter Orange.
If you listen to Strange, shout out Beat Down. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Look,
that's all, man. There's levels to this shit, man. There's levels to this shit.
Right.
That's all, man. That's all. Like I said, Tank in a reserve place right now because he at that level. He at that level, man. He at the apex. He like, look here, man.
Beat down.
Nothing's fading me right now.
And that's what's up.
As long as she's happy and everything else is taken care of, ain't no issues with the kid. He's good. You know what I mean? He's good. But with me, I'm looking at my dude like, motherfucker, we used to have, we ate mayonnaise sandwiches together. That don't mean nothing.
Right.
I ate ribs with this dude.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I done told him about
like
this chick, man. Yeah, I opened up about about this female to him.
Right.
And he took it and he ran with it. Okay.
I know who did. I know a cat who did that. My bro KB from the Bronx, in Colorado. He was dating a squaw. Fine.
Was she actually from that tribe or
no? She actually she was Native American.
Tank fucking with you, man. See,
fuck you, man. But dig it. This what happened. Was another motherfucker, man. And he up, little things that would go wrong. He was saying to another dude, but Jack would be overhearing it. Next thing we know, we in the club. We found out she didn't admit it to dude. Yeah, I fucked Jack. Jack told me all the bullshit you said.
See,
I was like, word. I said, you did that to the big homie. I tried to squab him. That was the younger me. And I tried to squab with him. I tried to squab him. But I'm just saying. I'm saying, man. I just felt like this, especially we being in the military. We didn't been to Iraq, me and B. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We bros. It's supposed to be a bond between men. And the reason I say that, especially the brothers, just hear me out for one more second. There should really be a bond between the brothers because everybody else got a fucking bond. Everybody else got a bond. Even women got a bond. Women got a fucking bond. They back each other on their bullshit. Bitch be fat. Hey, do I look good? Yeah, you look good. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't.
Right.
She's fat.
But she back her up because she bought that outfit and she somehow got,
there you go.
10 pounds of that into a 5-pound bag.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, I'm not saying we should back each other up in bullshit. We should back each other up in wrongdoing. But what I'm saying is there should be some kind of honor. We should back each other up in trying to succeed and all of that shit. And I do appreciate, cousin, that you on a higher level, man, that nothing can, you in a place where minuscule shit don't fuck with you. But what's considered to be minuscule. But to me, that's some low down shit because you got some kind of status. You may not be where you was when you was B2K years ago, but you still got some status. It's still going to be a 32-year-old bitch like, oh, B2K was the shit, and she going to try and give you some trim. You didn't have to do that. You could tell a lot about people by what they do and what they don't have to do, and they do the shit. That's all I'm saying. That's my thoughts.
I got you on that one, man. It was like, dude, you want a chick, already with a kid when you got a stadium of chicks who don't have children or a situation, and it's your homies, not just any baby mom, your homie, the guy who runs the show. You want to do that? You want to backslide like that? Okay. I mean, to me that's a character flaw to me.
Absolutely.
That's all.
They are in the entertainment world, so sexuality is way different.
Than our level of
point taken.
Because I guess you're right. Because they come and go. You know what I mean? That's why the prenup is so heavy.
Right.
I get that. You're right. That's a good point in that realm. So,
yep.
Dude, I'll get that. That's why Mr. Omarion is kind of like nonchalant, like, hey man, practice is at 6. I don't give a fuck who you bring, but make sure your ass is, You
better give my daughter juicy juice so she don't get thirsty while she watching us dance.
Yeah, man, shit's crazy, man. These kids. But hey, man, he manned up, I guess, and tried to give him an apology for doing that shit or whatever, that foul shit, because it was probably weighing on him too, man. He know that shit wasn't right.
Absolutely.
Come on. I guess he did it at a concert. And dude was like, again, motherfucker, they didn't come here to hear you apologize. They came to hear me sing and to watch your ass dance. So dance, damn it. So
say that shit for that after party, man.
Exactly. But I don't think they ever gonna be tight as they were, but yet when it's time, to do those tour dates, your ass better be there to get that check.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You never know, man. This might be part of some like guerrilla media tactics or some shit. They create some bullshit and
create a
so
buzz.
people start talking. Yeah,
you got 3PMD talking about these little kids situations.
Absolutely,
that's what it is.
We talk about the principle of the situation.
Yeah.
3PMD,
and the levels to this or whatever. You got Tank again, aka the Apex. That's just like motherfucker shit. Ain't nothing touching me right now. I'm good. Fuck
Why
them.
are we talking
Fuck
about
all
this?
that.
So it's a show we're supposed to talk about shit. We should do the show and talk about nothing. Let's just talk about nothing. Let's talk about nothing.
Let's talk about breathing.
All right. Yeah.
Breathing.
So maybe I am a little boring now.
Tank is
What's life
enlightened
without
now.
drama, right?
That's what it is, man. That's what we do. We're trying to bring some of the drama. That's why I want to close.
You got to talk
drama.
about it.
Some of that bullshit.
And think about it. We don't talk about the main bullshit that going on in the world.
No, we don't.
You can. It'll drive you nuts.
We stay away from. We stay away from the tea. We don't talk tea on here.
Nah, man. Fuck tea. You pass me some oatmeal. I'm basic.
There you go. There you go.
You keep the tea, man. I'm good on that. Like I said, this is my version of tea. This kind of bullshit or whatever. You know what I mean? It was just something that I thought might, lighten it up a little bit because we could go way deep. You know what I mean? Sometimes, and I just want to reel us in just a little bit and bring it back so other folks can relate to what the hell we're talking about, especially how we all voiced our opinion on pretty much the bro code.
Yeah.
The do's and the don'ts, and how you feel about, hey man, you just don't cross these certain lines, man.
Absolutely.
That's all.
So, question.
What's up?
Is this bitch off limits forever or just until the kid turns 18? Or
no. You listen. Are you listen?
I'm not plotting on
she's like she would be like a sister. She would be like family. If that's his chick, his baby moms, or whatever, she's like family, pretty much, unless you into that shit. You know what I mean? I'm not fucking. She's way off limits.
Yeah.
Did you see Soul Man? Did you see Soul Man?
Yeah, I saw Soul Man.
That was the main thing that fucked them two up. A bitch.
It fucks up everything.
It fucked up Rome.
It fucked up everything.
An old man once told me one cunt hair could pull the USS Arizona to dry dock, and that's fucking true.
By the way, ladies, I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about bitches who do horrible shit like this. I'm talking about them Helen of Troy hoes. That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead. Bitch got a whole city destroyed.
Fucking up the way a motherfucker walk and everything.
I'm talking about them Delilah bitches to get motherfuckers' hair cut off. Go ahead.
Yeah. Speak on it.
I love you, ladies. Shout out to the lady of the house. I ain't disrespecting for you getting on my ass in the comments. LOH, I'm not disrespecting. Just talking about these bitches, LOH. Oh, gentlemen.
Yeah, but you said take it not. Come on, man. We're not talking about this isn't just a chick you just flipped. You know what I mean? Come on now. You got time in. You got time in this one.
I mean, I couldn't come to either one of y'all spots without looking at your significant others as fucking sisters. So it's way off the radar for me. I just don't think about folks like that. But I'm sure if the situation arose where that happened to either one of us, we could probably justify it in our mind some way and make it
always. A man
you can justify whatever you want in life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all day long.
Yeah,
all day long. But again, I guess my man came down and was just like, dude, I gotta make it right because it's not right. I'm sure the whole vibe is probably off with them, and they probably won't be right for a while, but they're growing. You know what I mean? These guys are growing. They're young men. They're still coming into their own or whatever. And I'm surprised that it's been so civil. You know what I mean? Because from what I've seen or whatever, the Little Fizz or whatever was, pretty much just, going after old boy with old girl. You know what I mean? They were, double teaming my man, talking shit, going back and forth. But my man took the high road and was like, shit, business first.
Yeah.
Fuck all the bullshit. Business
Right.
is first. I ain't gonna worry about that. I don't care what this media outlet says or, this, that, and the third. I'm here to make my money and keep it pushing. But
Right on.
it's principles, man. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. Shit. I can't trust you around this chick or whatever. I damn sure can't trust you with my money.
Mhm.
Nah, I don't want to do no business with you, man. You foul. So, teach his own. I'm not gonna, harp on this too long, man. I just want to drop my couple nickels on that.
Right on.
So,
Right on.
again, brothers, thank you.
Absolutely. It's been real. What we drinking?
Hey, beat down. Let me know if you need that address.
I'm done, man.
You got to wear that blue short set, that orange sweatsuit, though. He dusted it off right now.
Oh, man. You got that BDB 3-finger ring just waiting to flex on it.
Right. Just say Kid City on it, too. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Yes, sir. All right,
Yeah,
fellas.
Great, man.
All right.
All right, man. That's it. Let me play this outro music.
There you go.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take God, Eddie P, 3 P&D.
I can't wait for the end of the song.
It's time to rock this motherfucker
With 3 P&D.
Take God, Eddie P, 3 the hard way.
I'm going to stay here and jam for a little bit.
It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Take God, Eddie P, 3 the hard way. It's time to rock this motherfucker with 3 the hard way. Thank God, Eddie P.